Hey guys, JTH here. Welcome back to another video. We got a short trade recap. I'm about to leave to go to work, but figured I'd go ahead and make this video and upload it real quick. So, took two trades today. Risked my full 2%. There was no news today. No news Tuesday, as you can see. Risked 2% on the day. Took two trades, lost both. So down 2% on the day. First trade was SPX, just an incorrect bias. Should have waited for a more bearish confirmation before shorting. Price for 30-minute for value got them reversed, taking Asian session highs. Stop loss at body of previous highs, targeting 15-minute bullish for value gap within discount range. Next trade was on gold. Honestly, not a bad trade. Could have been more patient entry-wise. Price filled a 5-minute for value gap, then immediate rejection off of it. Entered long off a 1-minute value gap. Price continued lower, respecting the 5 minutes for value gap and visiting an area of accumulation. Good analysis, bad entry. So rights, risk management, followed my rules, didn't overtrade. Wrongs, didn't keep 5-minute structure in mind on gold, and on the S&P 500 wasn't patient enough for more confirmation. Now let me pull up my charts. So first, let's look at S&P 500. So this is trade on the 5-minute time frame. So let me tell you what I was thinking. Downtrend since yesterday, and we visited this 30-minute fair value gap. I'm trying to think. So I had like a really big equilibrium thing marked out, and I was thinking price was gonna go down here. It did not. Instead, I'm curious to see. Did price visit this equilibrium? Oh wait, what am I thinking? I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. Oopsie. Anyways, so let's talk about what happened. We were in a bear trend, right? Price tapped into this 30-minute for value gap, immediate rejection, filled this 5-minute for value gap, rejected lower, had an inverse for value gap right here, 5-minute for value gap, semi entry right here, stop loss at the body of these highs, and then targeting this 15-minute for value gap down here. Price, decided to reverse off of this 30-minute for value gap. I think I could have waited for more. I mean, honestly, no, I really don't think I could have waited for more confirmation, if I'm being entirely honest with you. This, in my opinion, was not a bad trade. Yeah, I had plenty of confirmation on this. Okay, I had a break of structure right here, inverse for value gap, 5-minute for value gap entry. I guess the only thing is maybe could have kept, higher time frame in mind. I thought we were going to sweep this liquidity. This was me looking at price in a way where it's like I think it's going to do this before it does this. Instead, I need to be more reactive instead of react off what the market is doing, not what I think it's going to do. Actually, it's not even a 30-minute for value gap; it's an hourly for value gap. So we have this hourly for value gap that got filled, right? And then bam, stopped me out. Um, you know, Not much I can do about it. Oh well, it is what it is. Um, not a bad trade. Again, I followed most of my rules. It wasn't a trashy trade. I wasn't trying to catch the trend per se. I waited for a retracement, and that's what I did. And price blew through it, and that happens. On gold, still not a bad trade. Came in with a bullish bias on the day. Um, we, hold on. Yeah, so this is all like Asia session, London session, right? And then what happened? 7:30 this morning. Price boomed upward. I legged up. We created a 5-minute for value gap, consolidated, manipulated this just 5-minute for value gap, and then came and took these London highs. This was a 1-minute execution. Like I said, I'm trying to focus more on that. I think the issue here was not keeping more of the 5-minute structure in mind, right? So price tapped in, immediate rejection off, okay? And as you can see, I saw this. We wicked right here. Okay, what's going on here? 5 minute time frame. What's going on? Oh, we were filling a 5 minute for value gap. And then price continued lower, stops me out, respects this 5 minute for value gap, and visits, it just like barely taps into this little area of accumulation right here. So this area of accumulation. Again, not a bad trade. Let's talk about what I had, right? Okay. Boom. Tapped into a higher time frame for value gap. Okay. Immediate rejection off of it. 1 minute for value gap. Consolidation. Manipulated. Entry at this for value gap. Thought price might come into this, not sweep these lows, and then run higher. But price decided to continue lower. Not sweep any more liquidity. Respect the fair value gap. Respect the area of accumulation. Consolidate and run higher. Wasn't necessarily a bad trade per se. Again, more of a higher, I should have kept the 5 minute structure in mind, like switching time frames, 5 minutes, see what the 5 minute was doing. And we were just filling this and going deeper into this value gap and into the area of accumulation, and then we went higher, right? Again, not a terrible trade. I think, would have been better had I done something along the lines of this, right? Because to me, with all this wicking, and if I watched the 5 minute for value gap, right, seeing all this, I would think price was going to go lower had I been watching the 5 minute for value gap, right? Okay, we sweep this low, alright, what happened next? Okay, price continued lower, tapped into this area of accumulation, and immediate rejection off of it, and a bit of consolidation, right? Then what do we have here? Break of structure, like breakout right here, right? Or even, honestly, I would have, wait, no, I wouldn't have. I would not consider that a break of structure. Trying to see. Yeah, I would have considered this my first break of structure, right? Now, I just barely broke it, right? Like it's literally at it, but then we have, this candle, right? Break of structure. Higher time frame bias is bullish, but we're in a pullback. We have a 1 minute break of structure. Okay, then we have this tiny 1 minute for value gap. All fair value gaps are treated equally, right? Doesn't matter how big or how small. Entry here stops below this low, targeting Asia highs. And as you can see, that would have been a banger trade. Literally would have hit from 9:55 to 10:32. Literally freaking 37 minutes. That's insane. But anyways, like I said, faster trades. I think my issue is every time I try to take these lower time frame, I like these like 1 minute executions and stuff. I think my biggest issue is I'm just not keeping the 5 minute structure in mind. You know what I mean? I think the biggest thing here was, yes, we had a break of structure here, okay? But then we had this immediate consolidation, filling a 5 minute for value gap. I probably would have waited for a bit more confirmation, like maybe breaking this structure too, or fully inversing this for value gap. We never inversed this, right? This right here, like yes, we made a for value gap. We never inversed any for value gaps. Or we inversed this one, but I'd like to treat these ones better, like the bigger ones that are up higher. we never inversed this. We wicked it heavy, right? So we wicked this 1 minute fair value gap. Hold on. Yeah. We wicked this 5 minute fair value gap, and then we manipulated lower, respecting the fair value gap, visiting the area of accumulation, and then we continued higher. And like I said, 1 minute execution with the higher time frame bias. Should have kept that in mind. Nothing I can do about it though. All I can do is learn from it. Again, these weren't necessarily bad trades. They're just things that I could have done better that would have, made things play out in my favor. That didn't happen. That's okay. Just got home from the gyms and I journaled and stuff like that. And here we are. We are still in profits on the account. So I'm happy we're still up 1%. I was up 3%. Now we're up 1%. I'm happy, right? We won the first day of the month. Break even yesterday. Minus 2% today. Oh, I forgot about this. Might make money tomorrow. Who knows? Definitely like a 1% risk tomorrow though. But yeah, 5%, 0.5% if it's like a, like a B or an A setup. 1% if it's an A plus, like order block and all that stuff. But anyways, that's all I got today, guys. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. If you have anything, please leave them for me in the comments. Go follow my Instagram, link in the description. I post pretty regularly on the story and stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.